In this tutorial, I'm going to tell you how to draw a wave pattern and to repeat it. So on the left, you'll find the brush panels. There are different types of brushes that you can use. So in this case, I'll choose this brush. Cancel off the existing templates if there are. Follow your drawing that you have created in the lesson. Say for example, I've created maybe something like a big wave. So follow your drawing, and if I want to fill the color, I need to enclose the wave up like this to make sure that I can fill the color. I would want to change the color of the wave, so I'll click on the brush one time, and I'll choose the color to be something like a deeper turquoise, and then I'll press and hold on it to fill it with color. Some of you have noticed created pattern with your waves. So how we can create pattern is by repeating it. So we go to the right hand side under draw layer. If you do not see this, you can click on the top, the third icon with many paper stacks, and this will ensure that the layer comes into place. And then I click on draw layer and I click duplicate. This will ensure that I have another copy of this layer, but because it is underneath, you cannot see it, so we need to actually move this layer. So we're going to press transform and we're going to move it, in this case, further away. Don't worry if it's out of the canvas and you can't see it. We're going to actually make it smaller as well. So we're going to go back to the original layer and we're going to make the layer smaller by using two fingers and putting it down. You can also make the wave taller, and I'm going to transform my other wave to make it a pattern. And then I'm going to get one more wave so that it looks nice and even. And I'm going to scale off then by merging down the layer if I'm happy with the pattern. And I'm going to transform all of the scale together so that I get a nice wave pattern. So this is how I go about making a wave pattern. If I want to change the colors, in this case, I can actually have different shades of blue. So maybe I will click on here again to change the shade of blue. And I can keep changing the color till I'm happy with it. So in this case, I'm not so happy with this color, so changing it a little bit. I'm more or less happy with this, and I can even fill the background with a nice turquoise. Okay, in this case, you can't fill the background, it needs to be within the shape. And if any time you make a mistake, what you can do is use the eraser on the bottom area. We can erase off maybe some of the unevenness that you see over here. You can erase it off. Okay, if you make a mistake, you swipe to get it. Say for example, I want to erase off the shape now that, so that it looks a little bit neater. And then I'm going to edit by transforming it a little bigger in this case. Or maybe I decide that I want to have two patterns. And then I'm going to duplicate. 2 patterns instead. So after which I'll save my work, I'll press close. And if it's still named as project, I'll click it open, and I'm going to close it again. I see this gray screen. I'm going to click on ... and I'm going to rename project my register number. I'll put a fake one, or register 31 class 2D. And my name, and I'm done. I will save it and I'll go back to project. What happens if you don't name your project properly is that I will delete it, so make sure you name your project. Like over here, if it's not named but I still see his name, I will still give it to him. Say for example, this is not named. I will actually delete your project away. So if you do not want me to delete your project away, make sure you have your name